Hi everybody, Tony here for Tony Tuesday. Got a guest today. This is my main man Beardo. He's a bearded dragon. He looks a little dark right now. He's actually shedding his skin, as you may be able to see from a side view. He's like, no, don't want to show, don't want to show. But you can kind of see the skin's coming off under his chin.
Yeah, like right.
Yeah. So that's normal. As they grow, they outgrow their skin. So they kind of break out of it. Beardo is a little over 7 years old now. Their life range is 7 to 10 years. So he's getting up there a little, but don't tell him he doesn't know. He does sleep a little more now than he used to. But I've had Beardo since he was roughly the size of my thumb. He would wrap his front legs around the top of my thumb, his bottom legs around the bottom, rest his head up there, and his tail would go down the side of my hand. And he absolutely loved taking naps in my pocket. He's a little big for that now. And he's kind of sleepy. I know this eye over here is closing.
And he has a lullaby.
Yeah, he has a song that Amy sings to him. So I got Beardo about a little over 7 years ago.
September 19th of 2010.
Wow. Hey, buddy. So, had a fish tank. I'd had some fish pass away, unfortunately. I always like even numbers. So I went to the pet store that I do business with, and the fish section was absolutely crammed. So I went over to the reptiles looking around, and this little guy was as interested in me as I was in him. So I kind of...
And we were there for me to get Colt, which is my desert iguana.
Which you'll see in a later episode here. But one of the owners was there. He came out, saw me looking at Beardo, grabbed him out of the tank, threw him on my shoulder. Beardo was content.
Tony fell in love.
Talked to the guy for a while. He told me how much he wanted for him. I handed Beardo back and said, thanks, can you help me with fish? And he's like, wait a minute, hang on a second. Told me if I bought the tank, light, and, some other equipment to go along with it, that he would come down on the price, and he did. So Beardo came home with us, so did Colt, which is Amy's desert iguana. And, he's been with us ever since. They're amazing creatures. Originally from Australia.
They're like little dogs. They love to be handled.
They do love to be handled. I can come in. Beardo doesn't do it as much as he used to because, again, he's sleeping more now. They do slow down. Go into brumation. Start to say beardmation. Yeah, that's something new. I don't know what they do with that. Sorry, buddy. Won't be so loud. So they kind of slow down about once a year.
The look he's giving the cameras.
What is it?
I want to go to sleep.
Well, I'll put you up in a minute. But they'll dance around, try to get my attention when I come in. Beardo likes to watch TV.
He loved that show, Crocodile something.
Like Crocodile Brothers or something like
Yeah.
that. Two guys that would go out and catch like nuisance crocodiles. He would literally watch that. Just get in the corner of the tank closest to the TV, stare at the TV until it was over. He was fascinated. Likes to chill. He'll hang out with me on my shoulder. Sometimes while I'm building Lego sets, while I'm on the computer playing a game, watching TV, he'll sit on the arm of my chair. Beardo is actually a grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
So he has, about 36 offspring?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. It was 36 or 38 offspring. That was something, finding good homes for all those. We still have two. We have Blaze, which is the son, and Jovi, which is the daughter. Unfortunately, Lulu, who was the mother, passed away about a year ago. She was 5. That's a little young for one, but she had health problems pretty much her whole life. We got her, I consider her a rescue. She had been basically turned over to a friend that owns a pet shop. So we got her, and
Yeah, she'd been neglected, and she was really skittish, which is weird for a bearded dragon.
yeah.
And she was so thin.
Yeah, when we got her, she ate like she'd never ate before. So anyway, they fell in love.
As much as two bearded dragons can.
And many offsprings later, yep, he's now a grandfather. Bearded dragons do change color. If you can see in his eyes, some orange. He can get a really nice orange, a yellow. They're kind of normal, blah sort of color. He's kind of brownish.
His son Blaze, which is why he's named that, he's really bright.
He'll get a really beautiful red and orange from time to time, sometimes with a black outline.
Lulu was almost white.
Yeah, that was the mother. So, Beardo lives in a 75-gallon tank. I have a 160 watt ZooMed mercury bulb over him that supplies heat, UVA and B. He also gets calcium supplements, loves worms, crickets,
berries.
Loves berries. He actually has a belly full of blueberries right now. And it's kind of funny. I can throw a raspberry in there sometime and he'll attack them and it looks like something's been murdered. But real good-natured, good pet for kids.
Not too young, though.
Not too young, though.
Because they can squish them when they're tiny.
Now, he can be a little painful. They have some pretty good claws to them. And
depending on how you touch those.
Yeah. And these can be sharp.
They're actually really fleshy. It's how you
touch
them.
They will swell up, kind of blow up like a balloon, and these will stick straight out. So if you're going to pick them up, you shouldn't pick them up like that. You should scoop under their stomach, support them like that, but they can be sharp through here. Their head can be sharp. But really good pet. Oh, as I was saying, if you're going to have a bearded dragon, daytime temperature for these guys needs to be around 105 or so degrees on the hot side of the tank. I keep it about 80 degrees on the cool side of the tank. At night, 80 degrees on the hot, 70 on the cool. They really shouldn't get below 70 degrees. Hey, buddy. But to me, they're fascinating.
Yeah, we didn't even know they existed until we got Beardo.
And somebody did ask, these are ears. And I actually had a person ask me one time, and I can't believe this, but a person actually asked me if they breathe fire. And I said, no, he's far too young. That comes later. I can't help it. I'm a smart aleck. But he's really tired, so I'm going to have to put him back up. Well,
if y'all have any more questions about bearded dragons, ask us, and when we show our other ones, we'll talk more about them. We love talking about our beardies.
Now, again, he's an adult. Some get a little bigger, but I don't know if you can see his length here. Yeah, he doesn't really want to do it, but so this is, I don't know if you can see. So if you can see him,
yeah,
he's a little longer than my, I guess, forearm here. A lot of that is tail. Pretty good at holding on.
Now, some bearded dragons will also play with little toys, like little cat toys or little stuffed animals, but ours never have.
One of his sons, the lady that got him from me, told me that they keep a little, I want to say it's a little pink ball, and he'll actually knock the ball around.
Oh, that's cute.
So, kind of weird. I tried that with him and the mother and the two children that we still have, and one of them kind of flicked the ball a little bit with her tongue, and that was it.
She's like, I can't eat that.
True. Now, it is kind of funny. There have been times when Beardo's in the floor wandering around. That Gideon our dog. He's a Chihuahua mini pin mix. He's actually got a ball, brought it up, dropped it in front of Beardo, and looked at him. I guess wanting him to play. And then Beardo kind of flicked the ball with his tongue a little bit, trying to figure out what it was, I guess. It rolls away. Gideon got all excited, grabbed it, ran back with it. But, yep, this is my buddy. Hope you guys enjoyed this, learning a little bit about them. Again, if you have other questions, make sure you ask. If you have some beardies, let us know about them.
Yep. So, go ahead. What do you tell them? Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that bell. Yeah, hit it. And wait, now I forgot what I was saying.
Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the bell.
So you never miss a video. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
So,